that user has to do is just pop her ult, and if they want to initiate, they're gonna have a bad time because they will be facing in, and Stone is gonna proc, and then the right clicks are gonna come. Nothing can really stop that. And if they actually learned anything from last night when they played up against Miracle on that Dusa, they will build her pretty tanky, and once she's there, there's nothing much you can do to stop her. And those of you who are just joining us, guys, we are doing a Tankies Arcana giveaway right after this game. All you have to do to participate is to follow the channel and be here when I start rolling for the winner. People have been waiting for a long time, but well, gotta wait for some sweet Arcanas.
Radiant team pick.
And a bit of an interesting pick from Concept. It's gone for a Troll Warlord. Now, I think honestly the Troll does pretty good against the Brew. Because, Troll is faster, he hits harder, and then he has a whirling axis as well, so the Brew can't really harass the Troll, except all he can do is just clap. Laning wise, if he goes against a Dusa, it's 50-50. Because I think early Dusa is going to suffer a bit, but once Dusa has the Snake maxed out, the Troll doesn't have the biggest of mana pools, and he's gonna suffer a little bit just because of that
Reserve
fact.
Time.
Earth Shaker.
And another Shaker coming out from Mineski as their fourth pick. It's looking like to be a pretty scary draft with the Skywrath and a Shaker. Any offlaner is going to have a bad time. The Bat, though, I don't think really cares that much about their Shaker wall. He can just just walk right over it and be fine. So no block or cappuccinos from there, but it's still a pretty good pickup. Troll might have been Troll on the mid lane, and Ancient won't be able to really gank because if he gets stunned up, he can get picked up with the Brew Clap along with the Skywrath Mage Spam. So they have to be careful if they're gonna gank.
Reserve Time.
What do you pick against Dusa if you can't say Wisp? And I kind of feel like that the answer is an Invoker, to be honest. But another hero which you can pick up right now is a Nyx Assassin, which is a really potent hero against the Dusa, especially with the mana burn. And if you just keep spamming mana burn, Dusa is going to lose most of her mana shield, and that's what actually keeps Dusa alive in teamfights. As Dusa's HP gain is I think the worst in the game, or one of the worst, might be the second worst, to be honest. So he does rely a lot on the mana shield and some stat gains to be tankier and eventually build into damage items. Another thing which you can do as a Dusa is you can go for a farming build with a Midas into either a Yasha or a Mjolnir and farm at 800 gold per minute and then win the game like that. But then you have to build into a BKB because you can't rely on your shield and other things in keeping you alive. Things just got a lot harder for Mineski because Wisp just picked up Omni Knight. Now it can be a support Omni Knight. I don't really see him being played as an offlane solo here against the Skywrath Mage because the Skywrath is just way too annoying to deal with. It can also be dual lanes from Wisp, as the Omni Knight will keep the Bat pretty healthy and alive all the time, as the damage from Mineski is mostly magic based with the Sky and the Shaker.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Last two bans, Axe along with that Centaur just got banned out right off the bat. Now I think the Centaur ban is really good from Wisp because if they get the Centaur on Mineski's side with the Dusa, they can walk in, they can proc that Stone Gaze every time they want to. And oh my god, Brood Mama from Mineski. How will Wisp deal with that? They have literally nothing. Yeah, they have nothing to deal with that, to be honest. Yeah, Brood Mother kinda fell off, but that's only because people don't really know how to play her that well.
10 seconds remaining.
But if you know how to play Brood, you can make so much space all game long.
5
it's just
seconds
insane
remaining.
how much this hero can do. And late game you can even join like in the bushes if you're going on a mid lane or even on the top lane
Reserve
as well.
time.
So that's a
5
lot you can do.
seconds remaining.
They can't go for the rank anymore, and they're gonna go for Sven. Sven. I don't know about Sven, to be honest. I honestly think Shadow Fiend or maybe like a Slark would have been a lot better against the Brute. Because if you go for like a Sven, you don't really have anything to gank the Brute with. I mean, sure you can... Sorry, excuse me. Sure you can build into a Batrider with a Jam and a Blink and a Force and try to gank the Brute, but if you're ganking and spending time on the Brute, you're not really ganking the Dusa or the Brewmaster, which will get free farms though. Let's see how it actually works out, because the graph looks very hard from
10
Mineski.
seconds remaining.
I think they want to win this really badly, that's why they've gone for the Brute.
5 seconds
hard.
remaining.
Like seriously hard. So the customary going into the game disconnects. It won't be Southeast Asian games unless you don't have early game pauses and then disconnects. Doesn't really feel right. And we have Musica accommodating us with that. So going through the players from Mineski is going to be Raven on the Medusa. We're gonna see Owen Wright or O-Right on the Brewmaster. RR playing the Skyrat Mage. 5539 or over on the Earthshaker, which he loves to play, while Jay is playing the Broodmother. And for the Dire, we got Duty on the Bat, Godot playing the Ancient Apparition, Fixers on the Troll. He's a mid player, so he might be going mid, while 343 is on the Omni Knight. Well, last but not least, we have Musica playing what exactly? I don't even remember. I'm that bad. I'm sorry, guys. Just wait until he's back, then we'll know what he's playing. I'm curious of where they're gonna put the Broodmother. If it's going to be a mid Brood or an offlane Brood. Because you surely don't want to run a safe lane Brood. I mean, safe lane tri-lane Brood is pretty pointless. It's not a hard carry hero by any means, unless you get a lot of farm up. Even then, like, he's not that strong, but if you actually farm him fast and hard enough, you can build to some pretty insane gold items into mid game and overwhelm your enemies. That's kind of like snowballing. But that's actually pretty hard to do as a Brood on a safe lane, because no one really would want to come and gank you, and you're taking a lot of farm away from your team, which you can actually provide them by going on the off lane and farming the enemy jungle and the enemy lane at the same time. Still waiting on Musica, boys. Oh yeah, they lost your Swan. So Musica will be playing Swan once he's back. He's still AFK though. He's still AFK. Now, I don't think Swan is too bad against the Brute. The cleave is there, but the problem will be that once Brute starts leveling up and getting some points up in the incapacitating bite, if you wanna call the whole word out, Sven will be in trouble, because he has a 60% miss chance and 40% move slow. So if you can't hit the Brood, you can't kill the Brood, and if you can't kill the Brood, you can't win the game. Honestly, it would have been nice if they had something with fire on their team, so they can kill the spiders with fire. Otherwise, they'll have to end up burning the whole map down, which I don't see them doing. They do have actually fire on the bat, so that's something.
Okay.
So, and she's back. Laning wise, how are they doing it? Fixers usually is on mid lane, so he did start with the Poor Man's Shield and 2 Dangles, and he's going to get something delivered, but they're having a trial in top with Godot 3 for 3, and Musica on the Sven. They've left Duty to defend for himself on the off lane against Australian. He's going to be, I think, pretty much fine. Lane for Mineski. It's Brew mid, so they're running a trial and safe lane with the Juicer along with, Ova and RR. Mineski can't really get a top
30 seconds to
it's pretty much suicide if they go for it. And it is indeed an offlane Brood from Jay. I think Jay's been practicing Brood quite a bit. Doesn't have a full set, he needs one more item to make it full. That's Diddy. Does really want to go in. Doesn't seem like it, but top lane though.
The battle begins.
If they see Jay, they might go on Jay. And Jay won't be a happy spider.
Just kind
but
of
Jay won't risk
there.
it. Yeah, he won't be stupid to try and get that rune and dying for it. But the bottom rune did get picked up by the troll. Sorry, by the brew. So that's a little bit of an extra goal for him and makes his bottle a little bit faster.
So on the lines.
Sorry?
We got Medusa bot.
Gonna do what?
Yeah. Okay.
Game's hard for Enshi. He's not used to casting
Game
ice.
is hard.
Game is hard. Anywho, let's bring up the stats. Let's see who's doing what in terms of last hits. Fixer's doing pretty good. Do. Owen Wright did get harassed out. He is forced to pop the salve already. That's just the power of the troll against melee heroes. You can't get close to him, and if you get close to him, you're gonna get owned. And he has insane amount of damage, like 71 in range. Sorry, 71 in melee, 56 in range. That's nothing to scoff at. Well, oh, in comes Ova. Oh, this block did actually happen. Fix is in trouble. He's gonna get body blocked in. Ova with the placement. The body blocks are real, but can they right click him down? Like, that's the hard part. They're trying their best. 3 more would do it. 1. He's just getting away. He's just getting away. What is he doing? Oh my god.
No,
First blood.
He messed up because of that. One more hit and Ova with the placement. Just slammed him on the head. Like, go back home, bro. You're drunk.
They
So
threw
first blood
everything
going
at
to
that.
the way of Mineski. Ova with the placement.
Turn up the tremble.
Dire's middle tower is under
Jay's having a hard
attack.
time too, though. Like, this of the
Here's
fact is holding
mine.
him out. All alone. That's funny. I mean, all he has to do is like sit in kind of this area. You don't need to put the web here. I think that's a waste. A really big waste. And this web is a waste too. You can hide in the trees here, you can hide in the trees there. And once you have like level 4, you can start hiding here too. So there's a lot of hiding spots. Instead of kind of wasting them on the side. And if you're fast enough, you can dodge the Svenison by going into the trees and, going invis because it doesn't hit invis units. So a little bit of a small victory from Mineski. They got the first blood, though Counter Wisps are looking a bit too strong, even though they are not really that strong. I mean, Jay should be dying quite a lot. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Duty, and the offlaner for Counter Wisp, he is not really doing bad at all. He has 2 last hits, but his experience is like what matters most, because paths usually suffer from getting zoned out from the lane and going into the jungle with only level 1, and the game is just hard. But he will get zoned out eventually. Mid lane, Ova, coming in on a high ground. He did get started out though, so I think he's going to be aware of any attempts to gank him right now. Seems like he actually finally He knows how to last hit with a troll. If you are on the melee farm, you're doing 80 damage, and last hitting with 80 damage is very hard because the timings are all messed up. People are used to getting last hits with around 50, 55 to 60 damage, and 80 is just, you know, out of calculations. And things just go wrong when that happens. We're gonna nice little invis. But unless they try and fix us, and fix us just one side, I don't think they can, you know, try to kill Petrol. Top lane, Jay just is not able to be aggressive. He's sitting on the back end, really defensive all the time. Gota though might be in trouble because in comes Jay. He's trying to move in on to Omni, but no, that's not gonna work.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
He tried, but the heal just saving down me right there. But back end though, bottom lane, they got a kill on that sweet Batrider. Are nearly dying.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And won't attack him, and this guy just walks out of there. So second kill for Mineski. They're pulling ahead. Jay is doing pretty good on offlane. He's not dying, and he's getting his farm up. Even if not that
Dire's
much,
bottom
but, you know,
tower is under attack.
While Duty on the other hand is having a bad time. He got killed off. He's level 4 though, so he can keep into the jungle whenever he wants to. He can start being a bit annoying by trying to farm this camp, but unfortunately for him, it's a mud golem camp, so he can't really do that either. Well, Music is having absolutely free farm. And if he keeps having free farm, I think Jay will be in trouble, because then Jay won't be able to even try to go on the Swan, because Swan can just stun him and run away. Jay is trying to make some plays, like he's desperately trying, because Brood is a hero which you need to dominate, because if you're not dominating with him, you don't really get that much farm, and you need a lot of farm on this hero to be viable, otherwise you fall off, and all you are is just you camp a lane, and it's food for gankers, to be honest. I wonder why he didn't decide to, you know, just web on this side of the trees. I think that's not better than going for the side already. I mean, sure you can farm that small camp, but you can farm a small camp without that as well.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
That they have a ward there, so that's gonna get taken down mid lane.
My bad.
Fix is gonna get bought down by the Brood. That split is just working along with Owa on the back end, like there's no Shaker's camping and then being an absolute nuisance.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Panthers are getting pressured really heavily. They've lost the bottom tower already.
Dire's middle tower
is
under
free farming
attack.
Dusa. Well, you're not having a good time on the mid lane, you're not having a particularly good time on the off lane, and your supports have to rotate a lot, so they're not getting experience and gold as well. Overall, it's looking a little bit grim for the entire team unless they get some serious farm going on from the jungle. That's the only way they can come back, because killing heroes is very hard when you're against like a Brewmaster and a Dusa and a Critical as well. The final duty moves into the jungle. Offlane is going to be just given to the Omni to hold and farm up, while Raven, he's sitting comfortably at 50 to last hits, or not 54, and just, you know, chipping away at this tier 2 slowly but surely. So finally someone will have to rotate in to help out in defending the tower, otherwise he will end up taking it in around 5 minutes. This might be the salvation what they're looking for, because Sven just picked up a Mask of Madness.
I deny you.
So with the mom he can farm quite fast, but I don't know, especially I mean against a Brood, Mask of Madness will just end up in him dying faster. But if that goes to farm, he can farm quite a lot, but then someone else has to manage his lane, and no one except him can really do it. Maybe the Bat can try, but Bat will end up dying too, because the Brood is going to walk him down in the labs, and there's nothing the Bat can actually do to stop it. Jay's got so many spiders though. But he's not using them to kill or even try to kill, so I'm just happy chilling out on the back end. Yeah, he's decided to just keep farming and farming and farming. And farm camps with the spiraling he's making. That does leave the support from Concept free to roam wherever they want to. But they're not really intent on coming towards the middle lane and trying to gank the brew. And this might be, I think, one of the fastest blink daggers I've seen in a game. Brew has a blink dagger already. That's pretty fast. And well, they're gonna go in. Fine, Fixers, he's gonna get ulted and then the follow-up's done. Troll is pretty dead. There we go. Down he falls. Along with Goron. She's gonna get thrown up in the air. Indians are gonna shield him, but shit's not gonna help him from physical
Dire's
damage.
bottom tower is
So he
under
does end up
attack.
dying. So there's 2 people down. Concept are pretty much falling apart. Like, I don't know, last game they were like this too, playing really AFK-ish, not really participating in the game, not trying to gank or do anything, and like they are right now, they're not responding to things, like they're not moving on the map. Even if they do move, they played way too defensive instead of trying to get some kills. If you don't try for kills, I mean, you're wasting opportunities to get anything done. And if you keep wasting your opportunities, I mean, this Dusa is going to be huge in around
Dire's
like,
middle tower is under attack. Dire's
He's trying to go
structures
for
are
a Lincoln, though.
fortified.
I wonder why. I don't think he needs a Lincoln this game, even though he's against the bat. I'm sure you can get lassoed, but after the lasso you can just kill the bat instead.
No sorceries avail.
They're gonna try and hold mid, but Fixers knows he's going to die if he goes in.
Dire's
And
middle
that
tower
was the tower.
has fallen.
So that's the first tower, actually the second tower down from Mineski. They got the bottom tower already, they've gotten the mid one, and they might just start pressing top now. Just to get all the towers, get all their bases covered. Jake surprisingly farmed quite well, even though he didn't really get many kills. He just bought a second Oblivion stuff, getting closer and closer to getting up his orchard and start doing some serious damage to Musica. He doesn't have an orchard to do. Speaking of Musica, man, he's getting thrown up top lane to throw everything and everything on his head, and that's just kind of Mitch ultimate with the follow-up stunts. Like, they can't move from that. They try, but they can't. And they don't even have a bench on the Dire team to help bail out people who are getting caught out like that.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Playing a bit greedy. They're moving to the
Dire's
top
structures
and
are
they want
fortified.
Fixers, but they don't know that Ancient along with the Omni are sitting on the back end, hiding in the trees, just chilling out and waiting for them to get Fixer. In they go, Fixer, and seems like he will. Down he goes, back end, passes on to 3-4-3. He's just retreating for his life, but again, fewer Gora's going to be left on the long. There's double kill for Jay, along with a free tower for him as well.
Dire's bottom
Well,
tower
Raven on
is
the
under
bottom
attack.
lane, Musica trying to go for a kill, won't be able to, and Raven just trying to walk away, but in the fighting, grabbing Raven, pulling him back, but just not enough damage. The Dusa is just very tanky, and in comes RR, they're trying their best to bring him down, and they will eventually get that kill on Dusa. It took them a fair amount of time, but worth it in the end. That's sweet Dusa go.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
30 minutes in, guys. 8-1 on the board. 30 minutes in, like, that's not that many kills, but if you look at the goal, it's around 7,500 lead for Mineski. So Mineski are playing really solid Dota today in the Hitbox Obutto Championship, guys. They, I think, have 2 wins already. If they win this
Dire's
one,
top
they're going to
tower
have
is
like
under
the 3rd
attack.
win. So they are really motivated to go into the playoffs of this tournament and finally win some moolah. A little friendly greeting from the drone for Jay, and Jay just walks back. It's like, hi, bye. going towards top again. Can music out very window. He isn't going for a mask of he isn't going for a blink dagger. This game he is just heavy with the Mask of Madness and his drums. Mostly you see like some spell, the Mask of Madness and a blink dagger just so you can do a lot. Well, Pat has been surprisingly silent this whole game. He hasn't been pushing that much or trying to solo kill. He's happy working with his teammates and in a downtime just chill out on some obscure lane and try to get what gold he can. That's just his playstyle right now. While top lane Jay with an Orchid along with a Soul Ring is looking really scary because now he has pretty much unlimited mana and he can start farming nearly half of the jungle of the entire team. Can't say this, guys, man. I don't know what they're thinking right now. I'm trying to like decide what they want to do, but they are honestly AFK most of the time. On the lanes, not really getting anything done, idly farming, hoping for the best this game. But I think you need a lot more than just hope to win this. He's gonna fall. And that's a killing spree with a small bit of gold for Duty that will put him a little bit closer to getting a full step up. And I think with a full step he can maybe try to pick off like one of the more important heroes from Mineski's side, like to do something by putting her up on a cliff or something.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Speaking of aggression, Duty's going ham. Or not, he just backs off, doesn't want to go back on for the Scarlet Mage, and I think that's a wise choice because there is a tier 1 tower still standing, so backup will come swiftly. And you don't want to get caught out anymore, as you're only 2 kills in, while Mineski is 8 on you. It seems like can't say Wisp are finally waking up a little bit. They seem to be gathering in 2s or 3s and trying to get something done, or actually just scratch that. They're just chilling out on the lanes again instead of doing anything. Two items already picked up on the God, speaking of Radiant, Jay in trouble. He's gonna get grabbed in again, get pulled back, and in comes the stun music. He's hard and he's fast, and he will bring down Jay with the help of Omni Knight. Or actually, Omni's gonna pick that kill up. So
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They're actually feeding on a Brood. But for how long will they feed? That's the question.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Bottom lane, a small push from Mineski trying to get this tier 2 tower, but there is fixers on the back end. It missed up, waiting for an opportunity to go on someone and waiting for the backup, but there will be no real backup in time to
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Raven's just gonna pick that tower up. He did try to deny it, but Stroll wasn't just able to, so things happen. I think can't say Wisp's only hope is to go late game, but even if you go late game against a Deucer Brood and a Brew, you're still, I think most likely going to have a very, very hard time to win. Because those heroes are just, I think, a bit too strong. Unless when it snowballs really heavily mid game into late game with like 2 Raidless or something. And yeah, the Lincolns is up pretty fast on the Deucer. Usually you see it in around 18 minutes. Or even 16 sometimes, but he got it in, I think, around the 60-minute mark, so that's a very fast Lincoln Sphere.
New treasures.
So that only fixes like one of his problems, and that's like the lasso. Apart from the lasso, he can't really dodge that many spells, and they might be able to just bring him down too, if they want to. And going for a Lincoln Sphere slows down your farm a lot. Like 80 minutes in, you, I think honestly can farm a lot faster, but because you have a Lincoln's, you're going to have a slower time farming because you don't have a farming item. And Choo-Choo guys, Choo-Choo time, Gang Train, Mineski moving in. There are 4 smoked up while Brood is sitting on top lane. I think they're using the Brood as bait, but Caster Wisps are actually having some of it, not none of it. They're
top
smoking
tower
up
is under
again.
attack.
They're moving in top lane, and they want to try and find a kill onto someone from Mineski's side. And in they come, they want to find out he's gonna go in. All these there now. As well, no one's dying for
Radiant's
now.
bottom tower
But
is
people
under
will fall now
attack.
because Fixer is in trouble. He has to get the hell out of here. And they will end up losing the Brood. No, he just gets out, but now it goes back in. He's getting double kill instantly right off the bat. My god, this guy is good. And now he's running. He's on Fixers. He can figure out Fixers in some seconds. 3, 2, 1. Ah, wrong place. Wrong place. So that's a really lucky throw.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
This is kind of looking bad for Caster Wisps. Like they can't really come back. They have a son whose stat worth is right above the Brewmasters, which literally means nothing.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Troll stat worth isn't that high either, so. And speaking of suffering, Raven just got introduced to the painful side and got picked off by nearly everyone from Mineski. That will delay the push from Caster Wisps for about 10 minutes. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Brew is been free farming constantly and he's getting closer and closer and closer to getting his scepter up. And once he has a scepter up, I think he can do quite a huge amount of damage. And you can also dispel the shield from Omni Knight with the Wind Ruling. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. And once that's up, I think Dusa is going to have a field day against everyone from the Dire team. Jay just chilling out on the top lane. Like literally just sitting in his swap, chilling out. Gonna try and push him a little bit, I think. Or he might just try to go on. He's coming into the flag, and there he is, there's silence. He uses everything, but yeah, he survives on 18 HP. That's a really, really lucky ancient apparition. And somehow it's a Brood which ends up dying. I don't know how that happens.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Jay with his $300 just having some fun. I'm not serious, but yeah. So next I want to play should be Roshan for both teams. Like it's 22 minutes in. Everyone has nearly everything they usually need for mid game, and should be expecting a Rosh coming out very soon from the Dire team, to be honest, because they have the Rosh advantage. They have a bat as well with a gem, so there is literally no vision on the map from Mineski, and which is a thing which the Dire team can actually end up exploiting and winning the game. Troll opted to go for a Saint Yasha, which is curious. You usually never really see that item on him. First item you see is Helm of Dominator, so you can farm fast and start stacking the Ancients, just because you have like the Swilling Deaths which affects the Ancients too. It's kind of like how Tide's Anchor Smash affects the units close to him, even if they are magic invulnerable. Kind of a calm before the storm. Like I don't know, Mineski are just farming. Storm will come later on in the game, but right now it's pretty much resident sleeper. Everyone's kind of sleeping, even I was sleeping a little bit. Because no one was fight and do pretty much anything for now. But yeah, Jay is pretty passive, but he is pretty far ahead in terms of net worth. He's actually sitting right below the Dusa, and that's saying something. He has an offhand brute.
Purified!
Oh god, that's a lot of gold. Just a lot of gold for the Omni, he just stole it with the heal.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, the reason I wanted them to get Slark is because, you know, Brute can't run away from Slark.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
again.
attack.
No smoke drain, man. Where's the smoke drain? No smoke drain yet. There's a smoke on Golod if he wants to use it, but I didn't notice it at all, I'm sorry. Yeah, there's no adrenaline, like there's no one fighting, there's nothing happening. Jay's camping top lane, like he's literally camping, he's actually stuck in the trees right now, just going in circles. So if you want me to cast him going in circles, then I'll keep the cam on him and keep casting him in circles, guys. But apart from that, there's like nothing much happening. They tried to go for a roach, but they knew like everyone was there, so they didn't go for a roach, they backed off. Now finally a fight coming in. But owning is just gonna pop his ult, but Erika only able to get it. Omni is gonna get his ult off right off the bat, but he's gonna get one of the
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Boss can get burst by the brew and he's gonna get rebuffed, so that's what that. Gem got lost, that's actually big. Duty falling on the back end, it's huge if they manage to get the gem. And they will get the gem, so no more gank arenas onto Jay. He's gonna get stunned by the Earthshaker stun, and that's a roach for free from Mineski now. But I think they kind of deserve it after getting 3 or 4 kills, so that's just why they're trying to lead a lot now. Godot's been chilling out. He didn't go for a Midas, which is a bit weird. Like,
Roshan has fallen to the
Your role is to basically AFK farm and throw your ulti out every cooldown for a gank or something, which he honestly hasn't been doing much of. He throws it out occasionally, but not enough to, you know, get some gold off from it. Let's take a look at cosmetics. Otherwise, there's not much to look at. So, Brew has no cosmetics.
Dire's middle tower is under
attack.
attack.
Has a whole set, so he's rich. Is Jay rich? Jay is rich in terms of cosmetics. Earthshaker is rich too, so seems like there are more cosmetics on the Radiant team. So there are more cosmetics on the Radiant team, so Radiant wins because of cosmetics. Where are the spiders going? What the hell is this spider train? What is this spider train like? Seriously? Choo choo. All the spiders are going top, now they're going back in. Jay, please, what are you doing? Finally realized that they can't do anything with the spiders, so they're just going to waste them right now.
Invisibility.
And after investment for Sven, Musica, he opted to go for Saint and Yasha. I wonder why. I mean, on a Sven you would usually get a Blink Dagger instead of going for Saint and Yasha, because you're gonna get up someone's face really fast. Saint Yasha does help with that, but you're still walking. You can't blink away, you can't initiate. So that's like the hard part about playing a Sven with this Saint Yasha build.
Gold!
Dire's middle tower is under
give you a little
attack.
bit more tankiness.
Radiant's
than the Blink
bottom
Dagger.
tower is under attack.
So that's how fast I can use the Mako Menace to fight. But apart from that, there's not really that much. Bit of a tower trade. They get the bottom tier 1 tower while Mineski are sieging this tier 2
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower
just
has
can't really do
fallen.
anything. And I've been so AFK that I didn't notice that Dusa have a Skadi already, guys. Like, with the Skadi.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
with
attack.
The Skadi ages, who can fight this guy? Pretty much no one. I mean, they can grab him, they can try to pull him, but even that's not going to work.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He's gonna get sniped off. Back and Julie comes in, he's gonna grab one. Price gonna get off, but taking Raven, he's gonna just make everybody run back out of the way. They get Julie, they get good off. Will they get more? Double kill for Raven. Buyback coming out from Musica. He's trying to go back in, but
Dire's top
he
tower
just
is under
can't
attack.
go into the BKB. He's going to die.
Dire's
He goes in.
structures
They're waiting
are
for the ult from
fortified.
the group to end before he tries to go in. Or actually, no, they want to save this tower, and in they go. Musica trying to go in with the ult, the BKB, the mastermind, and everything, but the Dusa is just way too annoying. They actually get one, they get two. Musica, nice play, but he should back off now because he should not die. Because if he does not now, it's going to be GG. Second RR, oh no, that jump into attack.
To the nest of thorns.
But it got put in a very weird place. How does that even work? I think he hit it, that's really smart. But nicely done by Godot. He scouted that out with the ancient oppression ultimate. But they know where that gem is. He's gonna get picked up. Musica though, he's manning up against Raven, but he's gonna fall. And that means he's gone for 80 seconds. But even if he's gone for 80 seconds, I don't think Mineski can actually try to go high ground. That's the only one alive is Raven, and he can't 1v5 even if he wants to. So Tire Team ended up with a gem again. That's really good. They can keep trying to kill the brood with it and keep trying to feed on that. They have to feed on the brood to come back into this game. Though they're coming back slowly but surely. They were behind with 15,000 gold. It's getting a little bit less now, or actually they were behind by nearly 20,000 gold, but now they're sitting at 15,000. So the last team fight did actually give them something. That means they need to take some more team fights like this, and the Swan does not have to get sniped off before the team fight even begins, because that is exactly what happened the last fight. Like, he was chilling out here, or maybe here, and the Brood came in along with everyone else, and with the Scarlet and mid ultimate, he just went poof. That really did, oh my god, the
Dire's top tower has fallen.
I didn't expect him to die. I was like, when you would get away, but I'm thinking about it. He did
Dire's
not
top
back and go
barracks
out
are
of
under
trouble.
attack.
He will end up dying. Yeah, there we go, the Brew gets him. That is man making to the guy. Who should I go on? Who should I go on? Get over. Gets all the others from down, but he will end up dying. But on the back end, Raven is just striking everyone down. He doesn't care. Takes a strike and finally gets a return. They will get one kill, they will get one more. Musica, he is angry and he's really mad. They're gonna get owned as well. There's 3 or actually 4 people dead, but they did lose the Rex. And they did lose the melee Rex, in fact, not just the ranged one. So 4 people dying for that Rex, I think, kind of worth it. Or totally not worth it because it's an offline Rex and Cancer has just wiped them. So there's a lot of gold for the Dark team. And items are coming en masse. There is going to be a BKB up on
Radiant's
the Omni.
middle tower is
Swan
under
made
attack.
a BKB too.
Radiant
Panther has a
structures
BKB
are
now.
fortified.
So it's BKB gaming from the Cancer Wisp side. They're going
Radiant's
all in
middle
teamfight
tower
mode.
has fallen.
That's an Urshiga with a minus, I just noticed. Like, I didn't even see it. Looking at the support and everything else, I see 1, 3, 12 for Owa, so he's been supporting all over the place. Beast Brewmaster has 10 assists, so he's been pretty active too, while the most kills on the side of Mineski-Dota is Musica, and that's all he has. Like, that's the only hero which has any comparable farm on their side. I mean, that role is good, but once you get like a halberd, role is useless, so if you can't hit, he can't do anything. And that Dagon is doing so much work in sniping like one of their cores off before the fight even starts properly. So unless they manage to grab this next Roche,
Where'd you go?
I don't think they can hold their mid-axis.
New treasures.
Meanwhile, Dusa is still farming up and away. Now finished a butterfly. Next is going to be a Manta most likely. And once the Manta is up, he can, I think, pretty much 1v4 the entire team alone if he wants to. Because that's just how boss he is. I think Dusa is better than Swan late game. Swan is not better than Dusa. Just because of the fact that Dusa has a shield and then he has a stone gaze as well, and that stone gaze goes through the BKB and it's on that shield, so that's because of that fact.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top barracks has fallen.
A bit of an unusual push from Mineski. They're actually pushing from
Radiant's bottom tower is fallen.
It's looking very hard for Kafir to kill anyone. Sixers gonna get waived. In comes Musica. He's trying to go on Raven, but Raven is just way too hard of a target to bring down. The BKB is about to run out and he has to retreat now. Otherwise he's pretty dead. Yeah, I think he's pretty dead. And look at that Dagon, ding dang. Down he goes.
No sorceries avail.
But Omni is pretty safe, so.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Carry, he doesn't have a buyback. That means Midrax is going to end
Radiant's
up falling
bottom
as well.
tower is under attack.
Is already setting up the traps and everything else. And he's fine with that. He will try to go for
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Seems like a nice little last hurrah from Kansai. Sixers can a shit ton of damage from Raven, but won't be able to.
Dire's
And they
middle
have to
barracks
back, but
has fallen.
oh man, he's been on the this whole game. It's sniped off that drone, and they're just losing everyone. They're nearly all dead. Only one living is the Omni Knight who is picnicking and running around. Mid-Rexes are gone. Bottom Rexes will follow soon as there's no tower, and this Dusa doesn't really care. He's just getting everything down. What is
Dire's bottom tower is under
base.
attack.
Even though he has a BKB, they just can't contest the lineup from Mineski.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
You wanna play rough? Alright, we'll play rough.
Of omniscience.
Dire's bottom barracks has
So,
fallen.
last Rex falling. Music are trying to get this one shot for Spiders, but we just can't look at the Dusa.
Dire's
It's just
middle
not
tower
possible.
is
The
under
BKB is
attack.
heading out, dominating the Dusa, absolutely gone, getting with a snipe off. And 3-4 trying to get something done. He's going to end up falling through. The Dusa is just wrecking everyone down one by one. Wicked 6 streak for him. 2D tried to run for his life with a 4-step, but Dusa is just there with a flutter. He's gonna get one more kill or not. He's gonna steal it. They're all dead pretty much for Kansai, and the last bastion is
Dire's
falling.
bottom barracks
But
are under
Barack Obama,
attack.
as Cyclops would put
Dire's
it,
bottom
just fell.
barracks
So
has
now
fallen.
Mega
The
Creeps,
Radiant now have Mega
they're already good
Creeps.
at home with the Mega Creeps. They just should be calling GG any moment now. And there we go, with the GG goal.
Dire's middle tower
GG will play
has
the both teams,
fallen.
and thanks to Gigabyte,
Radiant victory.
getting spotted by Gigabyte. So this time playing to be Hitbox along with Obutto.sd for sponsoring this tournament. And now guys, it's time for the giveaway. All you have to do is follow the channel. We're giving away a Takis Arcana. You stay tuned, and I think in about 2 or 3 minutes I'm gonna start doing the giveaway and see what's gonna happen.